like online, because that's really what it is. It's the photographs and stuff come through the feed.
Right.
And I was like, what? Like, because she had like
because she did put it out
stuck
there.
under the bed, like the booty's up in the air with her head stuck under the bed.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah.
when you said no?
Buffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? Things get seriously unpredictable, just like the latest backstage drama in hip-hop, the photographs, the footage. The online feed all point to an industry where nothing is off limits. Rumor has it that Rachel Ziegler was caught in a moment of raw vulnerability, and the whispers online are louder than ever. There are stories of invitations that came with hidden agendas of being repeatedly asked to act as an unofficial acting coach for weeks by someone who simply wouldn't take no for an answer. The vibe was off, and when the invitation was declined, the fallout became the talk of the town. In one explosive development, 50 Cent dropped exclusive behind-the-scenes footage that Terrence Howard apparently passed along, unraveling years of secrets about Diddy's so-called freak-offs. According to Howard, who's been hinting for years at how the industry blackballed him for refusing to engage in shady games, the curtains are finally lifting. He claims that Diddy frequently used his infamous parties to push personal boundaries, with every guest supposedly leaving their man card at the door. From provoking awkward, one-on-one sessions under false pretenses to attempting to reframe business meetings into opportunities for personal coaching. These encounters reportedly became all too common, painting a picture of an industry steeped in exploitation and questionable motives. Terrence Howard isn't one to hold back. He recently recounted an incident that encapsulates the surreal and shady nature of these setups. Invited under the guise of a business meeting, he instead encountered an environment where Diddy's behavior shifted alarmingly. What started as a discussion of music and performance quickly turned into a situation that felt more like an unwelcome advance with an ulterior motive. Howard made it crystal clear. He wasn't here to be part of any twisted game. He shut the whole thing down immediately, refusing to play along with the bizarre expectations placed on him. His recounting of this experience not only reflects his personal integrity, but also offers a window into a darker side of Hollywood that few dare discuss publicly. But the drama doesn't stop with Howard's account. New explosive claims have dragged other high-profile names into the fray. Allegations now suggest that Young Miami, one of Diddy's rumored side pieces, may have been more than a bystander at these infamous gatherings. Court documents and leaked messages allege that she was deeply involved in the debauchery, even being implicated in incidents where she allegedly forced herself into compromising situations. In one jaw-dropping revelation, a plaintiff claimed that at a Diddy party, not only were substances being exchanged in an alarming manner, but there were also incidents of forced encounters and unwanted acts caught on camera. Insiders report that these wild episodes were not isolated mishaps, but part of a recurring pattern of behavior. In an industry that thrives on secrecy and selective exposure, these allegations, backed by what some say are undeniable receipts, could potentially rewrite the narrative around one of hip-hop's most controversial figures. As the scandal deepens, the ripple effects are felt far and wide. Veteran figures like Terrence Howard, who once had a thriving career before facing industry pressures to conform to dubious standards, are now speaking out with unfiltered anger. Howard's blunt commentary about not taking the vertebrae out of your back and refusing to strip away. His manhood has resonated with many who are tired of Hollywood's twisted rulebook. Meanwhile, 50 Cent and other insiders hint at even more explosive dirt that could potentially topple Diddy's carefully constructed empire of chaos. Whether it's the leaked tapes circulating on the dark web, the alleged confrontations that spark heated debates, or the emerging patterns of predatory behavior at these wild parties, the industry is at a crossroads. Critics say that if figures like Diddy and his cohorts continue to operate without accountability, the entire culture of hip-hop, and perhaps Hollywood itself, could face unprecedented upheaval. So, what does this mean for the future as testimonies and accusations pile up? The question remains whether these revelations will force a reckoning for the industry's biggest names or simply fuel further controversy without consequence. With explosive claims, leaked footage, and a social media frenzy that shows no sign of slowing down, viewers are left to ask, Is the narrative finally shifting toward accountability? Or will the scandal merely fade into another hot topic in an endlessly dramatic cycle? The scene is set for a public showdown where integrity is pitted against the dark underbelly of power and exploitation. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button. Subscribe for more updates and brace yourself for the next drop, because in this world, the truth is never far from the next scandal.